Good evening, everybody. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Sorry, let me back up a little bit. Welcome to the May 14th Lewisville Town Council meeting. It's good to see all of you guys here today. We'll begin with a roll call. We'll start from my right to my left with Councilman Wilder.
Councilman Wilder.
Suzanne Newsom.
Good evening, I'm Stacy Howard.
Billy Carter.
Good evening, Jerry Gallagher.
Good evening, I'm Brady Allen.
Hi, everyone. I'm Fred Franklin. Good evening.
All right. We also have our town manager, Stacy Tolbert, our town attorney, Al Andrews, our public works director, John Hanna, our planning director, Lynn Cochran. We also have with us our town clerk, and also we have our town finance manager, Ms. Pam Orrell. It's good to see all of you guys here today. Also, we have our sheriff, Mr. PJ, in the building as well. So good to see you, PJ. So we're going to begin with an invocation by Councilmember Suzanne Newsom, and then we'll go into the Pledge of Allegiance by Councilmember Brady Allen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Jewish Torah tells us not to mistreat the foreigner who lives among us, to love the stranger as we love ourselves. The Christian New Testament encourages us to live in a spirit of truth. The Muslim Quran instructs us to help the poor and those in need. So whether you draw on the wisdom that comes down from the ages or lean unto your own understanding, let us agree on these things. Our ultimate destination is what is best for the town of Lewisville and its citizens. There is more than one path to that destination. We're all traveling in the same direction. May your journey be a blessed one.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, so we will begin first with the adoption of the agenda. Council, may I have a motion? Well, first, you guys have all seen the agenda prior to today. If there aren't any changes, may I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
Motion to adopt the agenda.
Second.
All right, we have a motion from Councilmember Jerry Gallagher and a second from Councilmember Fred Franklin. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, and the agenda is adopted. Our next item, folks, will be the consent agenda. The consent agenda are more so a group of routine items that aren't really controversial in nature, and they'll be passed all together. I'll have our town manager, Stacy Tolbert, read the consent agenda.
Thank you, Mayor. Tonight, first is Resolution 2026-015, the financial statements for 9 months ended March 31st of 2026. Approval of agenda briefing minutes for April 2nd, 2026. And lastly, approval of regular meeting minutes for April 9th, 2026.
All right. Council, may I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Mayor, quick question.
Sure.
To the clerk, please. Has there been any additions or to the minutes, any changes anybody's recommended?
No, sir, there has not.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll make a motion to approve, Mayor.
All right, a motion from Councilmember Fred Franklin
I second.
and a second from our Mayor Pro Tem, Stacy Howard. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, and the consent agenda is adopted. Next, we'll go to introductions, recognitions, presentations, and proclamations. We'll begin with an introduction of our new Public Works technician. We'll start with our Public Works Director, John Hanna.
Hey, good evening, everybody. I have the pleasure of introducing Scott Blake as the newest member of our Public Works crew. Scott is actually a Lewisville resident, which was a really good thing, and he comes to us after having spent the last 16 years working for Cintas over in Greensboro. His first day was April 13th, and he did hit the ground running. He completed all his safety training in record time and jumped right in the truck with the rest of us. And he has already proven himself to be a very, very valuable asset on staff and a very welcome addition to our team. So I'd like for you to welcome Scott Blake. He's a good one.
Good to see you, Scott.
Wanted to say thank you, and I appreciate it and look forward to getting to know everybody better as I'm working around town. I've seen a few of you as I live here, so hopefully things will continue to grow. If you need anything, just reach out.
Thank you so much, Scott.
Welcome to the team, Scott.
Yeah, Scott, it's good to have you. Good to have a full team here in our town staff as well. So glad to work with you, Scott. So next, and I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot one very important person when I was naming our staff at the beginning. We have a very talented person here in the Lewisville government who works in our communications department. Her name is Veronica Leisure, and Veronica actually has an award that she has won for her talent. And so I'm going to have our town manager, Stacy Tolbert, take over from here.
Okay. I don't know if Veronica is able to come at, oh, she's here, okay, sorry. She's tucked back there.
Should I get the camera this time, or?
Angie will get it.
Okay.
So, we always like to recognize the outstanding work of our town staff. So first tonight, I'd like to recognize Veronica, our communications specialist. Veronica received not one but two, you can see both of them here, awards from the North Carolina City and County Communicators. Excuse me. She was awarded second place in the print category for the bi-monthly town newsletter, the Lewisville Citizen. Since Veronica came to the town, she has worked very hard updating the Lewisville Citizen with relevant content, photos, and a more modernized look. The judge feedback that she got stated that the newsletter demonstrates strong community identity and engagement. The second award, Veronica received another second place in the Reels and Shorts category for her weekly Hi Lewisville that everybody sees on Facebook and social media for her social video series. This category received the most entries in the awards program. This is something that Veronica started July of last year to better connect with our residents and keep them well informed. She received these awards at her recently attended conference out of 266 entries. She got second place out of 266 entries. So we are so proud of her and all of the amazing creative work that she does for our town.
Sure. It's always good when I get to come down off the dais for a second. All right. So today is like the Grammys today because we have our next award we're going to give out also. So we have another member of our government who has won awards for her work. We're going to go with our Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting for the Town of Lewisville Annual Comprehensive Financial Report for the fiscal year ending in June 30th, 25.
Okay. We're also very proud to announce that thanks to our wonderful finance director, Pam Morrell, the town has once again been given the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting from the Government Finance Officers Association. This recognition shows Pam's willingness to go beyond the minimum requirements to prepare annual comprehensive financial reports that signal full transparency and full disclosure in the town's financial statements and reporting. We're very proud of Pam and her accomplishments, and I'll turn it over to her. She's got some other information for you.
Yeah, I just wanted to just give you a little bit of history about the program itself. The program for the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting was established by the Government Finance Officers Association of the United States and Canada in 1945. It was created to encourage and assist state and local governments to go beyond the minimum reporting requirements required by generally accepted accounting principles. It requires that state and local governments prepare annual comprehensive financial reports that evidence the spirit of transparency and full disclosure, and it strives to recognize individual governments that succeed in achieving that goal. The goal of the program is not to assess the financial health of participating governments, but rather to ensure that users of their financial statements have the information they need to do so themselves. Reports that are submitted to the program are reviewed by selected members of the professional staff of the Government Finance Officers Association and the Special Review Committee. This committee includes individuals with expertise in public sector financial reporting, including financial statement preparers, independent auditors, academics, and other finance professionals. We did enter our annual comprehensive financial report into the program for the fiscal year ended June 30th, 2025, and I'm pleased to report that we have been awarded the certificate. And if I may, I'm going to read a letter that we did receive from the program. The Government Finance Officers Association of the United States and Canada has awarded their Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting to the town of Lewisville for its annual comprehensive financial report for the fiscal year ended June 30th, 2025. The report has been judged by an impartial panel to meet the high standards of the program, which includes demonstrating a constructive spirit of full disclosure, to clearly communicate its financial story, and to motivate potential users and user groups to read the report. The Certificate of Achievement is the highest form of recognition in the area of governmental accounting and financial reporting, and its attainment represents a significant accomplishment by a government and its management. And I will say this is the 21st year that we have received the certificate. Are there any questions?
You're all good. Thank you so much for your work, Pam. Also, thank you to Leslie as well for her work as well. So I'm very proud to brag on the record of Lewisville when it comes to the financial stability of the town. I do think that when it comes to being accountable for taxpayer dollars, local government usually is the best place to go to see how that looks like in a good fashion, more so than folks at other levels of government. So thank you so much for what you do, Pam. All right. Next, we have a proclamation for Historic Preservation Month. And so I'm going to read the proclamation.
Oh, okay.
All right. So this is Historic Preservation Month of May 2026. We have a proclamation, whereas the town of Lewisville joins cities and counties from across the U.S. in a nationwide celebration of Historic Preservation Month. Whereas historic preservation is an effective tool for economic development, tourism, promotion, revitalization of neighborhoods, fostering local pride, and maintaining community character while enhancing livability. Whereas Historic Preservation Month is sponsored by the Forsyth County Historic Resources Commission, whereas the Historic Resources Commission's mission is to protect and enrich the county's cultural, historical, architectural, and archaeological heritage through its identification, designation, and preservation of historic resources. Whereas the Historic Resources Commission strives to promote the use of conservation of historic properties for the education, pleasure, and enrichment of the residents of the town of Lewisville and Forsyth County. Whereas the Historic Resources Commission strives to educate the public about the history of Forsyth County's built environment, both extant and gone, and to amplify the voices and stories of persons and places traditionally excluded from historic preservation narrative. And now, therefore, it be proclaimed that the mayor and the town council in the town of Lewisville do hereby declare the month of May 2026 as Historic Preservation Month and call upon the people of Lewisville to join their fellow citizens across the U.S. to recognize and participate in the special observation. Be it further resolved that this proclamation be spread upon the minutes of the town council and that a copy be furnished to Forsyth County, adopted this 14th day of May 2026. We have a member from the Historic Preservation Society here, and we'll present the award. Or you want to say something first?
We're gonna say something?
Okay,
You want me to say
sorry,
something?
yeah.
What do you wanna get?
How should it go,
Do you want
Stacey?
to come run down again?
Well,
Sure.
since you're down, go ahead and
Yeah,
take
let's
a
go
picture.
picture first, okay. Sorry,
Okay,
guys.
that's fine.
That's my
It's so
bad.
much back and forth.
I know, right? That's how I like it, right? Right, right.
Mayor,
Town Council. Thank you very much for allowing us to come. Actually, my name is Michelle McCullough, and I staff the Forsyth County Historic Resource Commission. A member of our commission usually comes with us, but we have somebody in the pocket. So I'll tell you about that in a minute. So tonight, I want to introduce you to Isabel Coletti. She is one of our there's two of us on staff. She's been with us almost a year now, so she wasn't here last year with me, but just to introduce you to her so you can have a face with a name. At your desk, you will have our annual report, though, for the Forsyth County Historic Resource Commission. And again, they are that commission that people have to go to get permission to do certain things to certain locally designated properties. We are also that group that's working on the publication that all of you who have been on the board for a while know that we've come every year and we're asking for money. No more money asking, but we're still working on that book, and when the publication's finished, you'll be one of the first people to know. But we're also, to anticipate the release of that book, we've been working with the small towns to do walking tours, and we have done 3 of them. And I just spoke to Mary Kay Brown to let her know that the Historic Society is always helping us out, that Lewisville is our next one up. So we will hopefully have that finished in the next couple months, and we'll be bringing that to you there too. As I said, we love coming to Lewisville, and we were so fortunate this year to be able to have the commission's retreat at one of your facilities, because Mr. John Hanna helped us arrange that, because he's also on the commission. He is one of the 145 local historic landmark property owners. So him and his family have taken on that project, and it was in really, really rough shape when they took it on, but they wanted to preserve it, and they really did that. They got it on the National Register, they landmarked it, and if you see it, if any of you have been to Mr. Hanna's house, it's beautiful. So, and they are maintaining a bit of Forsyth County's history. So just want to commend him for that. And he's a very tremendous member of the commission. So we're always looking forward to his input and things like that. And then I do want to recognize that there are members here from the Lewisville Historic Society and the Nissen House Board, Historic Nissen House Board. And they have an event for Preservation Month coming up Saturday, an ice cream social at the Nissen building. So Sunday? Okay, Sunday from 2 to 4. My ears must not be working tonight, so I apologize. But again, anybody who likes ice cream, it's a great place to have it. So thank you all again for supporting us, and we appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Mayor, I just want a quick reminder, you'll need to have a motion to adopt that proclamation.
Okay, awesome. So we're going to go ahead and adopt this proclamation. Council, may I have a motion to adopt, please?
I'll make the motion, Mayor.
All right, we have a motion from Councilmember Allen. Is there a second?
I second.
All right, we have a second from our Mayor Pro Tem, Stacey Howard. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, and that is unanimous. We have adopted the motion for the proclamation. Thank you so much. All right, next we are going to item number 5. We have our presentation from our chef, Mr. PJ. Thank you so much. It's good to see you again.
I just have boring old stats. I don't have any awards.
No, nothing is boring about your stats. Those are important stats.
Welcome, Scott, and congratulations to everybody that received an award. So, the council is very fortunate, and the citizens of Lewisville, the town staff that work here, they are dedicated. I've had the privilege of working with them for 8 years now. So, to this day, Pam is the only one on town staff that scares me, because when she summons me to her office, I drop what I'm doing.
Pam don't play, do she? Yes, she don't.
No, she don't. No, she is the only person that I put down my pen and I come right to Pam's office. So, and I'm worried all the way up here. So anyway, hope everybody has a good week. So our stats for April: 777 calls for service, 324 of those being security checks, 5 traffic arrests, 12 alarms, and 5.1 response time. And you can see those numbers are up just a little bit, and that's just we're entering into the summertime. Just want to remind everybody that we are entering into concert season and movie nights, and have a lot of events that's going to be coming. Traffic is going to be thickened up, especially with different projects and parking being an issue. I just want to take a minute and remind everybody that when you're coming to these events, lock your valuables in your trunk. Try not to bring anything valuable that you're going to need to leave in your car. Don't leave your car doors unlocked. Let's make sure that we keep them locked up, keep your valuables in your trunk. So people's going to be parking scattered from one end of the town to the next, and we'll do what we can to try to ride through. I encourage everybody to maintain the sidewalks, try to cross where we have deputies stationed. So make sure you're going to come to these events a little early to ensure that everybody gets parking, and just be patient. We'll try to get you in and out of here the best that we can. So hope everybody has a good week and a good weekend. I think we've got some pretty weather in store for us. So, but thank you for letting me be here.
Mayor, can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
First off, thank you, PJ. I was listening to the numbers you were reading off and looking at the last column, and they weren't the same numbers. I don't see, then I noticed I don't see April or May populated as in the spreadsheet that we're looking at. Am I missing something?
Yeah, they're not popular. April's not populated, that's what he's referring to. We haven't finished May yet, so May's not going to be populated, but April was not populated.
Let's see.
Maybe they sent us a.
No, I've got it. I don't know why. I guess it must have not saved, so I'll get that emailed to you tomorrow morning.
Okay, thank you. And thanks for all you do. I just wanted to make sure, am I looking at something wrong or what?
It's probably user error, so.
Thank you, PJ.
Pam must have called me to her office right in the middle of that.
Probably so, yeah.
I'm going to blame it on Pam anyway. So. I'll get that sent to you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, PJ. All right. Next, we are on to the public forum. So, folks, this will be the first of two parts of today's council meeting where folks can come and address the council. We do have a public hearing as well for the budget session. That will take place after this first public forum, which will be for general topics that you want to discuss. So we have our staff who will take time of 3 minutes. We have one person who is signed up right now. If anyone else wants to speak on items that are not budget related, feel free to join in the second public forum, which would be at the end of the meeting. So, all right, first we have Ms. Deborah Thompson. Come on down.
Hi. I haven't been here in a while since he was on council, and I'm sure all of y'all know him, Steve Thompson, my husband. I'm Deborah Thompson, live at 737 Lewisville Clemens Road. What's the guy said, taxpayer of Lewisville since 1990. I'm just concerned about the town. He's always been concerned about the town. When we moved here, they incorporated to say we're going to keep Lewisville the same, and nothing has been the same since. Not happy with the kind of growth that we're having. I don't see it benefiting the people that have lived here and pay taxes for years. The traffic report, park in my driveway, I'll give you coffee, you can use my bathroom. Everybody flies down our road every day. I can't tell you how many mailboxes I've had to replace. 2 months ago, we're out of town. Somebody rides through my yard, tears it up. I'm tired of fixing it. I'm just disappointed in the type of growth that's happening in the town. And it's all happening on the backs of the taxpayers, the homeowners. I know y'all are concerned about businesses lately, and how can we help the businesses? What businesses? There's lawyers, there's dentists, there's doctors. There's a vet, 2 coffee shops, and less than a dozen restaurants. What businesses? I'm just speaking my mind. I'm just not happy. And y'all know how involved he's been. And now I plan to start trying to get involved. So that's all I got to say.
All right, and so we'll head on to item number 5. So folks, we have a public hearing that I know folks are here for this year's proposed budget. We will begin with a presentation from our town manager on this year's budget. It's been a great process working with our council together on this, and we will have Stacy take over from there.
Okay. I'd first like to thank the mayor, town council, and town staff for all of their hard work during the budget season. Thank you for the months of preparation, the numerous meetings that we've had, dedicated time, and always great discussion and collaboration. As mentioned, there have been a series of meetings regarding the budget. The initial proposed budget was presented to council on April 9th. Since that time, the budget has been available for public viewing on the town's website and at Town Hall. 3 budget work sessions were held on April 16th, April 21st, and April 30th. Tonight, I present to you the proposed budget for fiscal year 2027. The proposed general fund budget is $7,966,464. The budget is balanced with no change in the property tax rate of 18 cents per $100 of valuation. This evening, we hold the public hearing for the budget before council. The final budget message will be presented at council's regular meeting on June 11th, in case there's any changes in between now and then. The final decision on the proposed budget will also be held at that same evening on June the 11th. I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have, or go ahead and go into the public hearing.
Council, are there any questions for our town manager? All right, so it looks like we are heading to the public hearing. May I have a motion to open the public hearing?
You don't need a motion.
I don't need a motion? Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
You just need the gavel.
I'm going to open that public hearing then. So the public hearing is now open, guys. We would love for you to come and address the council of any thoughts that you may have on the proposed budget. As our town manager has stated, it's been open online for a little while now. We would love to hear your thoughts. All right, so I'm going to close the public hearing for this year's budget. Once again, it's all online. I think we did a really good job of taking care of Lewisville. So the hearing is closed. And now we will go to any council comments from the council. Any last thoughts on this budget?
Mayor, I'm getting the cart a little bit before the horse
Sure.
because of the agenda and on the clerk's report later, or excuse me, the administrative reports later. But I just in general ask the rest of the council about the proposed workshop for the 18th. Do we need that? What is the consensus of the council on that particular meeting?
So council, we have a question from Councilmember Franklin about the proposed date of May 18th.
No, we already have that on the schedule. Do we
Right.
need to meet, since there was no other comments by the council tonight?
Yeah, for that proposed
Are we
date.
prepared for our June meeting?
For the proposed date, do we want to meet? Just want to get that question out there for the council.
I don't feel like we need to meet.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm good not to meet, Mayor.
Okay.
I
Um,
agree.
Let's cancel that
Yeah.
meeting then.
Yeah, if we can go ahead and cancel that.
I'll get a notice out tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right, that'll save us some time there. All right, so we're going to go to item number 6, which would be our appointments. First, we have the Parks and Recreation Committee, which I have a passion for personally. That's the committee that I came from before I ran for mayor. We're glad to have that seat filled, and also the Lewisville Beautification Committee as well. We'll have our town clerk take over there.
Yes, Mayor and Council, as you're aware, we've had a couple of openings on those committees. And this evening, staff would like to recommend Alex Schultz to the Parks and Recreation Committee and Samuel Schultz to the Lewisville Beautification Committee. Both applicants were interviewed by staff, and tonight we are requesting the consensus of council for these 2 appointments.
All right. And so will these be individual, can we approve this individually, or will we have to be, okay. Okay, so council, we have 2 items here. Item A will be Parks and Recreation Committee, Alex Schultz. What's your pleasure?
So move.
All right, we have a motion to accept Alex Schultz. Is there a second?
I second.
Oh, we have a second for Alex Schultz. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, and welcome to the Parks and Recreation Committee, Alex. Is Alex in the room, or? Okay, well, I hope to see you around Town Hall soon, Alex. Next, we have the Lewisville Beautification Committee, which is Samuel Schultz. Might be some relation there. Samuel, may I have a motion to approve Samuel Schultz?
I'll make a motion, Mayor.
All right, we have a motion from Councilman Allen
I will second.
and a second from our Mayor Pro Tem Stacy Howard. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, and that's 7-0. Thank you so much, Samuel, for your work. We look forward to having you on the Lewisville Beautification Committee. Samuel and Alex, thank you so much. Our next item, we don't have any old business, so we have new business. Item number 8 will be to close out our ARPA fund. I'll have our town finance officer, Pam, take over there. Thank you.
Okay, Mayor, we have ordinance 2026-010. This is an ordinance to close out the American Rescue Plan Act Special Revenue Fund. The town did receive ARPA funding in the amount of $4,024,471. We have received confirmation from the Treasury Department that the town has met all of the requirements under the grant program, and so we are allowed to close out the program. It has been done officially. What does remain in the fund itself is the investment earnings that were earned on that money. And that amounts to $181,516 and some change with some investment earnings. So what we're asking, or what staff is asking for tonight, is that you approve the ordinance to close out this fund and to move the investment earnings from that fund to the Great Wagon Road Improvements Capital Project Fund.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So, council, what's your pleasure?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion from Councilmember Franklin, second from Councilmember Allen. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that is 7-0, and thank you so much, council. All right, and next, we're going to go to some good updates for the town. This is more of a fun part of the meeting. We have our town staff has done a really good job of making sure we keep a good schedule. One thing people love about Lewisville is the community feel, coming to the Shaliford Square and having fun with your family. And so we're going to have a rundown of a few events upcoming from our town manager.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. So a few things happening in May and early June. Our first movie night of the season will take place at Shaliford Square tomorrow night, featuring Jurassic World Rebirth. Girl Scout Troop 10231 will host bingo beginning at 6 p.m., and then the movie will begin at dark. There will be concessions there as well. We do not need the budget work session. We did decide to cancel that, so notification will be sent out tomorrow regarding that meeting. Town facilities will be closed on Monday, May the 25th, in observance of Memorial Day. But that evening is our first concert, May 25th, from 6 to 8 p.m. at Shaliford Square. That is our military appreciation concert with the Embers, featuring Craig Woolard. A special Memorial Day tribute will be made by American Legion Post 522. We have also sent out invitations to our board and committee members for orientation and appreciation events to be held on May 28th. So all of those current and future, or excuse me, not future, former, I may say, board and committee members, check your emails for that invitation and kindly RSVP if you will. And lastly, our next blood drive at Mary Alice Warren Community Center will be held on Wednesday, June the 3rd, so be sure to visit our website and sign up for that. And as always, you can find more details about these events, happenings, and other things going on around town at our website, lewisvillenc.net.
All right. And so I guess we have no clerk report, so we're going to move right on into item number 10 for the good of order, guys. So now we have the second of our two public forum sections of the meeting. If there's any folks who have any thoughts for the council, feel free to come on up front.
Good evening. My name is Hugh Quinn. I live at 850 Crafton Creek Drive. 3 months I've lived in Lewisville for 20 years. Really happy about that. My wife and I recently went by the art show at the Mary Alice Warren Community Center. And I want to say that I'm really impressed with the number of artists in our community. Looked around at all of them. And I guess I'm thankful in one way that only one council member submitted something. because I presume the rest of you have limited artistic talent. So Mac Wilder put up a beautiful painting in the art show, and want to congratulate him on that. So I didn't see anybody else's name there. If you put it up, let me know, but I didn't see any of yours there. So just want to thank you all for doing that every year. My wife and I enjoyed walking through and look at all the art, all the different kinds of arts, especially from the young people, too. Very impressive stuff we have going on in the community. Thank you.
All right. All right, anyone else from the audience? All right, and so we're going to go into the council comments. Any closing comments from the council today?
Mr. Mayor?
Sure.
Perhaps you have heard of the One Big Beautiful Bill. That federal legislation shifts part of the cost of administering SNAP benefits and Medicaid from the federal government onto Forsyth County. For Forsyth County, it's an increase of $2 million. Some people think that Senator Jones and Representative Zinger should support efforts in the General Assembly for the state to assume that cost. After all, the state has more levers to pull. Forsyth County, all they can do is increase our property taxes. Starting on October 1st, the paperwork for the new requirement goes into effect, and the workload for Forsyth Social Services will increase significantly. The good news, and the reason that I'm speaking about this, is that social services from Forsyth County is in the Lewisville Library on every Friday. So if you have business to do with Forsyth County Social Services, you need not go downtown. They are here and ready to help you do your certification here from the Lewisville Library. The deputy director said in our meeting, for those not on the bus line, maybe it's easier to get a ride to the Lewisville Library than it is to go downtown. Thank you.
Mayor, if I can, I'd like to mention again, if you're able to give blood, please do. The upcoming blood drive for the town. I'm on a different cycle than the towns, but if you got an opportunity, please give blood.
I would also like to interject to all those who made the ultimate sacrifice of their life for the dedication of our country. Please remember to take a moment and honor them. It's more than a barbecue. Please remember the reason.
And one last ask.
Sure.
Is the American Legion having the normal Memorial Day ceremony? Okay, on Memorial Day. Okay, thank you.
Mayor, yes, I would just like to commend our award recipients, Pam and Veronica. I'm always in awe of the talent of our staff. The more I'm here, the more I realize how talented they are, and it makes our job so much easier. And I do credit Stacy Tolbert for her leadership, because she knows how to pick them and she knows how to keep them. So she does a great job, and I'm honored to be here. And I enjoy being here with colleagues and staff. Thank you so much.
I'd just like to say, first off, thank you all for being here in this room or watching online. It's always wonderful to have citizen engagement with our town council. And I'd like to mention, last month we had our first small business roundtable as we begin to think about efforts to support the businesses here in our town. And we had a number of those businesses attend the roundtable. And one thing that I'd like to encourage is, if you own a business here in our town, brick and mortar, please submit your information to our town manager, Stacy Tolbert, as we're beginning to construct a business directory for our town. And maybe you are listening to this and you know a business owner here in our town who may not be listening to this. Please encourage them to send their contact information to Stacy Tolbert. That's the first step we're taking to support our small businesses here in town. Thank you.
Councilman Wilder?
I don't have anything.
Okay. I think I'm the last. Well, I want to start with also thank you to Pam and as well to Veronica. Whenever I do go out to different events with other leaders from around the state, I always like to brag on the staff of Lewisville. I think our former councils did a really good job of putting the right team together, and it shows just with your awards and really our progress as a town. So I just really want to thank you. I appreciate all of you guys, John as well, and Stacy. Number two, I wanted to second Brady. We had a small business roundtable with a room full of small business owners. It takes a simple search to know there's a lot of businesses in Lewisville, a lot of small businesses. And so we had those folks come in, and we had a great time working with those small business owners. We're going to continue working with them and collaborating together because they do matter, and their visions matter as well because they are an important part of the town. So we will never overlook the small business owners of our community. So we did have that roundtable, and I would love to get more responses from business owners here in Lewisville. Right now we have like maybe 5 or 6 on the directory, but we have a whole lot more. The vision for the council is that for any citizen to be able to go to our website and look up the small business section or the economic section of Lewisville to learn about what the town is doing to support small businesses. And really the main thing we can do is to help promote them, make them visible. So to have that page, that directory page on our website would be very good to have, where it's got different columns, whether you're this industry, there's salons, there's restaurants, there's lawyers, there's advisors who do finance, there's gyms in Lewisville. There's a lot going on in this town, and we should do a lot to present it to the public. So I'm looking forward to working with the council on that issue. And lastly, to close up, I want to thank the council for a very smooth budget session. This is my first budget session, and as many of yours as well, except for Fred. It's your 11th, I believe, 11th session, or yeah. So
21st.
20, what?
We do one every year. This is my 21st.
21st. Oh, yeah, 11th term, 21st session.
Thank you.
21 budget sessions, guys. Thank you so much, Fred. So it's been a pleasure. I like the fact that we worked together. I like the fact that we were on time as well with our budget. Once again, I'd like to reiterate that local government, guys, is where you can really trust that your tax dollars are being used the most efficiently. If there's anyone out there who wants to take away power from local governments and how they take care of you with policing, with fire, be very skeptical about that. So I want to use this platform to say that local government rocks. All right? Mm-hmm. And so that's all I have for the council. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All right, motion from Councilman Franklin, second from Councilman Allen. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, we are adjourned. Thank you so much, guys.
Told you. Didn't I? I told you.